All right, so tonight on Let's Play the Classics, we are going to tackle Karnov on the NES. Data East, of course, 1987. So, you know, uh, here's the thing with Karnov. It's okay, and we'll get to it. It's not overly difficult. You get a bunch of unlimited continues, actually. But there's a lot of power-ups and things you need to kind of learn. So this red orb will increase my firepower. So now I have 2 fireballs, or it will give me a hit back. You get 2 hits before you die, sort of like King Arthur or Sir Arthur in Ghosts and Goblins. And Karnov will turn blue when he takes a hit to let you know that you are down to your last hit point. So we got a ladder, and you can see down on the bottom we've got our bar of power-ups, and we'll kind of talk about those when we go. The K blocks on the end, like coins in Mario. You collect 50 of those, you get an extra life. So those aren't really that important, but it's all the other items. You can see we picked up a ladder. The items are typically going to be one use or limited time use, but the ladder, you seem to be able to use it whenever you want to. And just like any other game, there are some hidden things going on, and we'll get to those when we get to them. But it's a pretty standard side-scrolling platformer slash shooter. Now see, we took a hit, so now we're blue, but we're going to grab this orb, and it will restore a hit point and turn us red again. Now the key to Karnov is knowing when to use those power-ups, and then knowing when the enemies are going to spawn, and how to beat the bosses. Because they can be pretty tough if you don't know what you're doing, or you don't have the right weapons. And we'll talk about those when we get there. Otherwise, we're just walking to the right and we're shooting. Now, what I thought was pretty cool is that there are branching paths in most levels after the first level, because you know the first level is always like your tutorial level. So here's sort of like our first secret. We have this K block here. If we jump and get it, we will spawn a extra item. So that's good. That little tire icon is actually a shield, and that comes in very, very handy. So here's the first boss. Pretty simple. Duck and shoot. Run under it. Duck and shoot. And there you go. That's the first boss. And we're on to stage 2 of 9. There are 9 stages in this game, and they're all about the same length. I want to say like one of the stages is like kind of short, like the swimming stage is kind of short. So I like to take the top path here. You can certainly go under, take the bottom path. I just find this path a little bit easier. And as you can see, there's a red orb. So if you're not fully powered up, or you need to recover a hit point, there it is right there for you. And you can only shoot 3 fireballs. I wish there was some additional things you could do with the power up, like maybe rapid fire, or maybe it would turn to like a laser or something, but it is what it is. Now these guys you want to take out as fast as possible. Just spam, 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 spam. Because they break apart into little pieces and you will get hit. Now you hear that indicator? It sounds like you didn't have your seatbelt on. It's telling you you can use an item there. So I can use my wings if I want to. I'm just going to come down to the bottom here, and we're going to save those wings for later because there's nothing on those pillars above us that I absolutely need. Now when we get past these knights, I'll show you. Now what's really annoying about this game is you can hit pause, and you can switch between the items that you're allowed to use at that time. See, we can't use the wings right here on the end. It won't highlight them. And that's fine, but as you're moving, if you hit to the right, it'll change the icon. So if you want to use your ladder and you go a little bit further, now you're going to accidentally use your shield. So it's just sort of an annoyance that you have to get used to in this game. And that's the second boss. We're not so worried about taking a hit because we will get all of our health back starting in the next level. Again, standard style. I'll show you a little trick There's a really tough enemy over here. Climb the tree and jump over. And you see this 45-degree angle tree that's like right there. Don't go past that and you'll freeze this white dot. It won't move. And as you'll see later, it kind of zigzags and it's very unpredictable. Obviously, it moves faster than you. So it's pretty hard to deal with. Again, we have the option of taking the upper route or the bottom route. I'm going to take the bottom route because there is an item down here that I want. And it is the boomerang. And the rule in Karnov is never pass up a boomerang if you can get one. So like right here, if you jump, you'll see a boomerang and a screen clearing bomb, which also comes in handy. Although it doesn't take off like bullets, which is weird. Alright, jump to the top here. And see, like I want to use my ladder, but I gotta like just tap the button to get it back to the ladder. Oh, and these dragons will pop up randomly. I'm actually surprised one hasn't popped up sooner. They're not that difficult. They're just sort of a general annoyance. All right, so after these birds, I'm going to go ahead and use my boomerang on this dinosaur, and I think I missed. I didn't miss. Otherwise, that takes a lot of shots. 2 boomerangs will kill the Tyrannosaurus, which is what ideal. That's ideal. All right, here's another kind of secret if you care. If you jump and go back to the left, you'll get all those bombs, which you don't really need a ton of. I can only think of like 5 bombs or so. All right, so now we got the mask. Again, just so many power-ups, right? So you can hear it. Put your seatbelt on. So we use the mask, and it will show us these 3 hidden screen clearing bombs. And while we're here, we might as well grab this other one, and we can see a boomerang, which we are not going to pass up. But I hate how you have to like just edge forward a little bit. To change your weapons, you know? Just traveling along. All right, so right here under this boomerang, I just hit pause and then I go to my ladder, use the ladder, climb up, and then we can shoot this guy and not take a hit. Otherwise, good luck. These volcanoes are a little random. Run! Okay. There's a wing. Smash the robot. Die. Thank you. It's telling us to use the wings. Now, to get this boss, you want to do this. I've got an extra hit to give. So I'm just going to stay right on it. Like that. I'll take the hit and destroy the boss. That Medusa snaky boss is really hard to kill. Now the water level isn't actually too bad. It's when the dragon randomly appears. Which should be any time now. It's right on cue. So basically it's like a small swimming section. Ah! And then these 2 rock sections. I want my hit point back, damn it. We just have 2 of these fishmen. Now we're gonna have to deal with some of these mermen, so I try not to stay at the top. Kind of shoot and go down a little bit, shoot and go up a little bit. Just try and get them. Never pass up a boomerang, right? That's a rule. Sometimes a merman pops out there. It's merman. Select the boomerang. Two boomerangs, and the T-Rex is dead. Only if they had boomerangs on Jurassic Park, that would have been like a 10-minute movie. Alright, these blue knights again. You always just want to duck because they throw knives. This is a little tough enemy placement right here. This guy, because he shoots one down. Now you want to be as fast as possible up these ladders to avoid the fishmen. And jump. Yeah, it's telling you can use like your wings or something, but we're just going to take the ground route. And if you needed to power up or get a hit point back, there's an orb right there. That's why you go that way so you don't miss it. Just kind of chugging along, shooting some fireballs. Now I will use my boots. I'll show you how much higher you can jump. How about that? And what I want to do, okay, so check this out. I'm blinking on the shield. I want to get onto the bomb. And just keep going to the right. Use the bomb on the Medusa. And that takes a pretty good chunk of her health. Otherwise, you're going to be shooting fireballs at her for a long time. But use the shield just to make sure. All right, so we're gonna climb this pyramid, and you'll see like it's kind of choppy when it scrolls. So just kind of go one by one, and there's gonna be 2 sets of these green flying things. Once you've cleared those, oh, there's a 3rd one. See, sometimes it's just random. Just jump to the right and fall straight down. You'll fall right onto the block that you need to fall onto. Boop, boop. This is a weird part of it. Like, I don't know any other part of the game that's like this. Because we can shoot down, we can... Oh, God. That was weird. That's literally never happened before. But it's okay, because we're going to get our hit point back. But you have to jump up here, spawn all these extra K blocks, and then it will spawn this little platform. Grab your ladder, set it up like right here. Now what's going to happen is we're going to destroy this guy, and then this block is going to remove itself. If you set your ladder up on that, not always, but sometimes it will actually get you stuck there. Like, it was weird. It wouldn't let me come off of the bottom part of the ladder. So we'll reclaim our ladder. The block will... It's just weird. It's just a weird part of the game. I don't know why they decided to make it like that. Just for ease, I'll use a screen clearing bomb. Picked up an extra life. It's like the most inconvenient spot for those dragons to spawn is when you're trying to go up these little stairs. Another one? This game is out to get me. Alright, now you might miss it, but there is a shield right there at the top of the ladder. And you definitely want that. And just let the shield do all the work, eat up all those bullets, and attack the dragon. Use our wings. Gotta shoot that section right on the eye. We don't really need that. You'll hear the wings start to go away. You may want to make sure you're on that block. Jump over here. I like to just hit the start button and then select the wings instead of trying to maneuver. Get to the bomb. So this is the only real time you're going to use the bomb, other than that one bomb on the Medusa boss a couple levels back. Otherwise, I don't use it in the game at all. Alright, we're almost to the end of the level, so we just kind of want to relax and play it slow. I like to be a little conservative. No mistakes kind of thing. Just jump straight up. Jump over. Should have 3 of these dragony bosses. Jump straight up. Jump over. And then now we want to use our set of wings right on the edge here. Fly straight up, get the shield, and then we never pass up a boomerang. Ah! Oh, he got me. Got me. Well, that's what the death animation looks like. Alright, we'll get back. Bomb that. Forgot about that guy. Yeah, nice and conservative. There we go. All right. The last stage isn't too terribly difficult. There's a bunch of paths, although I just made it look like it was extremely difficult because I took a hit, a real bad hit. But essentially we want to just keep moving to the right. Like, how do you expect me to progress when you keep spawning enemies? We'll go back. Just so we can go forward and get under these guys. Yikes. So each way, if you can go the upper route, the middle route, the bottom route, it will get you to where you need to go. Some routes are a little harder than others. So you just kind of have to find your own path. I like to use a bomb here. Get rid of the tree people. I'll take this route because I know that there is another orb right there. So it's sort of like taking the long way around. Then we use our boots to jump over there. Don't try and jump early, just let the screen scroll. Use a bomb to get rid of the mummy guy. Smash, 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 smash. That was pretty close. All right, guys, we're at the end. Now, if you'd taken the lower route, you would come up like right there. So we're just gonna have these three windows. A dragon head's gonna appear, run away, and then shoot. So we'll run away, shoot. It's gonna shoot one fireball. And no matter what power level you are, it will just take you back down to power level 1 when you enter this boss fight. It's kind of lame, but I don't know why they made that choice, but it is what it is. Oh god. And that's it. That's Karnov for the Nintendo. Let's watch this amazing final credit screen. That's it. All right, guys. Karnov, I mean, it's a good game. You know, it's cheap. So if you haven't played it, If you like NES platformers. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings about this game. Have you ever played Karnov? Let me know. Leave a comment down below. We'll go back to the start screen since that's a little bit more visually pleasing for the eyes. I don't know. Let me know if you played Karnov before. Thank you for stopping by. Let's play the classics.